In fact, hold on. This meeting is being recorded. Record that, and then I have an Osmo that's my webcam that I'm also going to record like that. So that's capturing the actual good quality zoom connected to this mic. Zoom is capturing everything with this, and if we just sync the mics in post, I can sync that video as well. So there we go.
How do you not run out of storage?
That's
How
got
do you
like
just like
5 hours
record
of
all
time.
day?
This has got 6. I think I've got 100 gigs left on my phone because I just cleared the storage before I traveled. We're good, man. We're good.
And you've just been filming forever, like all day?
No, only for now. Like I've just set everything up. I've been on calls all day.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't know what to record, bro. I've been just like talking to the camera in between like work sessions.
I mean, I think a lot of it is just like documentation of things that like. I wrote something down on a post-it note here. My desk looks so awful as well. Um, I had this have this thing with ego, right? So, like, ego is a good thing. I think not enough
Yeah.
people have it, yada yada. And then I realized the other day, I was like, the more I like climb these ranks of these social circles, I the meaning is the same. Like I do mean what I'm thinking of ego is a good thing, but my definition of ego has also
Mhm.
changed because when you're in circles like you and I, you can say to each other like, "Hey, I made 100K a month," and everyone's just stoked. Whereas
Yeah.
where I used to be, like everyone's like, "Oh, okay, okay, big guy, like we get it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whereas like the higher circles you put yourself in, people don't treat you like that anymore. They're just stoked for you. So
True.
suddenly it's not ego anymore. So like I stand by what I
Yeah.
say when someone's starting out because they still define ego as the same thing. But I would now say it's just like conviction and confidence. And that's like literally a thing I wrote down. I was like, I need to make a piece of content about that. And I haven't.
That's
But
fire.
that kind of
And I
thing.
haven't.
And I haven't.
Well, shit. Well, sick.
Typical.
So today it's kind of boring on your end, but are you cool with helping me with my offer and
Yes,
so
let's
I can get this
map
thing
it
going?
out, man.
Let's do it. I got my iPad, got my brain on. Although I've had to literally call after call after call after call because I made the mistake of running 40 freaking businesses all at once.
Bro, I've had one call the whole day and it was an hour ago. And the guy was like, "Who are you? What do you do?" And he was second language English and his computer screen was tilted, so I just got like his forehead.
Oh,
Like I got this
that's
bug of
terrible.
view. I was like, "Oh, please save me."
That's terrible. Oh my God.
I don't know how much of it was that, like throwing me off, like me letting that throw me off the process versus me just being shit at the process versus a terrible lead. I just came off that call. I was like, dude, that was so meh. That was like the most
Yeah.
mid fucking exact 5.0 out of 10 I've ever run in my life.
Oh my God. That's horrendous. Well, shit. Okay, so how can I explain to you what my offer is currently so we can revamp it?
Numbers are always good, but not just numbers of like what you're actually implementing. What are the effects of each? So, for example, like the goal is to get them ranking
Yeah.
X, and what they're actually doing is that I want to get a feel of like what you're putting out there, what you're
Mm-hmm.
selling on, and then what's being fulfilled on.
Okay, so right now, yeah. So my whole goal here is to get home service businesses, aka contractors, ranking number one on Google. That's the
Yeah.
goal. And what I'm fulfilling them on is, if you want to break down the basics, getting them new reviews using my proprietary tool that I have that helps them rank, optimizing the Google business profile, optimizing their website, and then two optional. We can either do Google Ads PPC or local service ads as well. And then there's also another mix with that proprietary tool I have. There's a 5 mile, aka the community plan, which
Hmm.
it's kind of hard to explain the proprietary tool without like showing you. But basically, what it does is send it. It's basically like it's a black hat tool for SEO, but it's white. It's a white hat, but it's basically telling their Google business profile that people are driving to their location every single
Okay.
day, and Google recognizes that as they're busy. So it ranks them higher in that map pack very quick. So that's currently my front end for the cold
Okay.
SMS. Hey, I'll make some copy, kind of value hook them. I'll say like, hey, we have roof replacement jobs and we need someone to basically hand them to. Are you available to take on work for free? And then my setter or me calls them, says, hey, we basically get them on a free trial for 7 days on that proprietary tool. Then we're sending those drives, it ranks them higher. Then on the sales call, I show them a red map and then a green map. This is what you did, blah, blah, blah. And then also with that tool, there's a 100 score mile thing. So it sends a lot more drives. And that also helps them rank within 100 score miles instead of 25 square miles.
Intense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Like the 100 miles, particularly for like any ranking, is fucking huge. That grid map is
Yeah, so
disgusting. I already know
but
it.
the biggest thing is I haven't been utilizing that 100 score miles. And I had this, I'll just throw it out there now just so I get off my chest so I don't skip over it. Is I had this idea where a lot of people charge for Google ads and they hear it over and over again. But I was thinking, what if I almost charge them ad spend because it's $1,200 a month per client to do the 100 score miles, right? Which is
Yeah.
steep. But I was thinking, what if I made a retainer for me and then I'm like, hey, it's $300 a week and ad spend towards our proprietary tool, almost like a different frame. So
Yeah.
I
The
could use that tool then.
the frame is just like a way of anchoring the value, though. So I'm not as concerned about that as I am about like why wouldn't people pay the 1,200 with either frame?
Hmm. Like, why wouldn't they just pay it?
Yeah, like if you said, "Hey, I can get you this ranking that we just did. You like it? Cool. How about I 10x the radius of that?"
So the biggest problem that I find is a lot. There's some people, don't get me wrong, some people they hop on, they know what rankings are, they know the value of Google. But 60% of the time, these people are like, oh, great. Yeah, you ranked me higher. What does that get me? I didn't get anything during this free trial. Then it's like, okay, now I have to sell them on the idea. Like now I have to literally tell them what this does. Um,
So the
like
bottleneck
a lot of
is
them
you're
don't understand.
delivering something, but they're not seeing the result of the deliverable
Yes, exactly. In a way.
because we're not making it measurable enough.
Yeah, they're not seeing the value
Why is there a 7 day free
because
trial?
that's just what the software does. It's a 7 day trial. You can put them in there. And it basically starts sending those drives, and then it allows me to like show them the before and after. Like, hey, you're red, now you're green. The higher up you are, the more green, the more calls, basically, in simple terms.
But is there a metric you can give them beyond the grid map? Because I'm thinking that bottleneck is right. Like we can objectively say, "Hey, we achieved X thing," but if they just see it on your end as something you present to
Hmm.
them, of course, there's going to be a level
Yeah.
of bias there where they're like, well, of course, he's going to say he delivered the thing that he told
Yeah.
me he was going to deliver. Like, they need to be able to see it a bit more independently, even if that's you helping them set up something they didn't already have at the start of the trial, but so they can independently see on their end, like, oh, this number is changing, rather than, hey, he's saying this number is changing by showing me a grid map.
Yeah, see, I don't know what I could provide on that end. Or even I was thinking, like, you just for example, like you can see red, red, blah, blah, blah. By the end of the trial, it's like number one in these certain aspects, right? Kind of bland. Um, it's also like I was thinking today, like the free trial almost like it's hard because that's 180 hours by the time we book them in on a phone call to then them showing up to a call. So it's like a long time, and they're like, why am I showing up to this call again? So that's why my no shows have
Why don't
my
you
no
have,
show
what about a
rate.
two call close though?
I could do that. 100% I could.
How long are your calls right now?
Like a sales call anywhere from
Yeah.
30 to 45 minutes.
Make them 30 at hard stop, do them like demos, and then you do a two call close. It's like, hey,
So we blend for like
run you through. Let me give you a bit of, and the reason I'm thinking of this way, and I want you to rip it
blend
apart if you
rates
see
is
an
gonna be
issue,
really good.
is we have the first one, which is just a framing of, hey, we have no, I want to make it clear right now. My goal is, yes, to sell, is to earn your business in a week from now. So let me just start by
Yeah.
showing you the results first. Let's play this game of show, don't tell. Every other marketing agency out there wants you upfront, etc. This isn't even rev share, show, don't tell. Let us figure out what are the metrics they're using for their business right now. How are they getting clients? What are they measuring? What are they not? My only goal of that first call is to implement something, even if it's just number of website visitors, that they can use on their own end or they can monitor, even if you like you give them the stats of it, but that's more than just a map. Something that actually shows them a bit of traffic. Even if you have to go into their
Mhm.
website and add like a little fucking toggle, like a chat bot that is like, hey, just click me if you visit, or like an email capture is also fucking sick for this. I was just like, as soon as someone scrolls, email capture, name, email, put them in an email list,
Yeah.
then that first goal is just to like establish that metric is working, put them in on the free trial, book the call in for between 6 and 7 days, 5 days earliest, because I want them to also maximize the trial, but I don't want them to book too far out. Of once they've gone through this, hey, the purpose of this call, wrap everything up. I'm going to give you the numbers, any emails we've collected, all of this. You can see what the difference has been. And at that point, you can decide whether you want to continue on, or you can give me like my line, the fuck you, like fuck yes or fuck off. And then
Yeah.
we can continue doing this. But the like
So you think,
the problem is for like I look at it when we market is we can say, even if you show another person's ad account, you can say, hey, look, this is what we did. You're like, dude, if I didn't make any more money though, great. Like, okay, you did that, but like you gave me something I didn't want then. So the game here is like framing it in a way that they can actually taste the deliverable because you're getting them ranked higher anyway. So the game is
yeah.
like making that have an effect.
hmm But how could I show value? Because what if a lot of people don't see phone calls or see any increase? That's the hard part.
But that's
What if they
almost
don't see?
impossible, no? If they're ranking number one.
But it's set for such a short period of time though. So by the time the trial starts, it's like they're number 10. By day four, they're number seven, and then by maybe, and some people don't perform at all. Some people literally stay ranking, and then I'll just pitch them on because if they don't move during the trial, that basically means they're missing fundamental SEO features. That means their website sucks. It's not has the right content, or two, their Google business profile sucks, or three, they have absolutely no reviews in their market. So it's really difficult.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, because there's a sales side of this of just like breaking down what do you think would happen if you ranked number one?
Yeah.
Costing all this out and then re-anchoring to, hey, okay, all of this you agree is because you are number one. And re-establishing that as a goalpost because that's a deliverable. You know, you can show them a map, bang, you're number one, you're welcome. Remember all that we spoke about? That's a result of this, even if you're not seeing those results yet. Like, that's the sales side of the game. But the other side of the game is framing it in a sense that this is the 1 week trial is a bit more of an audit. So it's like, hey, we're going to rank you number one regardless. That's guaranteed. You'll see it in the trial, but I can guarantee you it happens, at least in one of those sectors or however you break it down so you're not actually just like spewing bullshit. Now, if that results in, like, we're going to track website visitors or whatever, and number of calls, whatever that might look like. If that results in no extra calls, then what I can tell you immediately is your website needs work. Do we agree? If you rank number one, it like let's play this game. If someone needed fencing or whatever it is that you do, and you ranked number one, like every time they Googled it, you were the first thing that come up. Do you think that you would get more calls, more jobs? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So if you were ranking number one but you still didn't get any jobs, that shows me with my experience and everyone I've worked with that the problem is actually the website itself because you rank number one, they click on it, and then there's something on the website, either a lack of reviews or the website itself that stops them converting. Is that reasonable? Would you agree with that premise? Yes. Okay. So now the 7 days becomes like no matter what the result is,
Yeah.
number one, if it doesn't lead to calls, we've found you another problem. So either way, you've got something to upsell them on.
That's super good, actually. Like basically saying like, hey, by the way, we're gonna run this trial, but if let's just say it doesn't perform, but me and you can both agree here that you're missing something fundamental that needs to be fixed, right?
Yeah. Like it's going to
And most of
perform
the
in this
time,
niche category. If
yeah,
you don't see the domino effect of that, you know another domino is out of place. Is that reasonable to
yeah,
say it's this domino, it's the website? Yes, okay, cool. So when we have that call in a week's time, we'll have a very good idea of what your business needs to fix. Whether it is this and the rankings like done perfectly, or there's another, but either way, it's like better the devil you know kind of thing. And that's how I would frame it
yeah.
personally. Like, hey, you want to know why, best case scenario, like this fixes everything, sweet. Now you're a win-win because you're ranking number one, you're getting more calls. You'd agree that's a good case scenario? Even better case scenario, I would argue, is if you rank number one and you don't get any other calls, it is something like your website that's at fault. And even if someone gives you a referral, someone's going to look up your website. It's a pretty big fucking bottleneck. And what,
Yeah.
what I've given you here is like we can figure out exactly what your bottleneck is in getting more jobs with a free trial. And the benefit is either way you rank number one.
So do you think by
So like what
doing
the fuck
this,
is there to lose?
yeah, like what I'm literally offering them value on value, no matter what. Like they're gonna either see a missing piece in their business that needs to be fixed, or they're gonna see a missing piece in their business that needs to be fixed no matter what. Like
Yeah.
honestly.
Because the free
And
trial can't
then
just be free value. It has to be, you have to be able to leverage it.
yep.
It can't just be
I
like
think
you're
that's
hoping on reciprocity, right? Which is why I mentioned like a 2 call close. Shrink it down to like half-hour demos. So the first one is just completely framing the outcome, and then the second one is like handling the data and basically pitching that.
so by doing that now, so do you think I should have my setter book demo calls now for me to hop on like one day out or like I don't even know, same day maybe? Or do you
I
think I
would.
should train my setter to basically get this across to them? Hey, we're gonna book you on this free trial. Boom, basically say what you said, prep them for the 7 days.
The latter option has more option to there's more optionality to scale, but I don't think you can do that right now. I think the real is like you need to pull your bandwidth. You need to be the first guy doing those demo calls and do 10, 20, 50 of
Yeah.
them
Make
to
the
bake out
relationships.
exactly what works. And you rinse and repeat, like you know contracts in and out, you know the service deliverables. As you yourself set up the second call, you understand the perfect framing that sets up like the assists, the alley
The
oop, whatever you want to
sales.
call it.
Yep.
And then once you've got that flow down, you're like, okay, cool. Now I've got this process, like closing call one, fucking dialed in. I'm going to now offboard this and train someone on what I already know. You can't
Yep.
train what you can't already execute yourself.
Yeah. Because I don't know it myself yet.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really good. Wow, that's yeah, I think that's already going to change the way. And it's also too, if I call someone basically and actually before I get into that, like so now how should my setter frame booking these calls now? Because now we're typically not getting them on a free trial right on the call, which is going to be a little bit more friction. Now we're going to book them into a call to set up a free trial, right?
No, really. It's
So,
like, hey, we have a proprietary software, as you can imagine. Like, if I gave everyone a free trial, the software would probably underperform and like all your competitors jump on it just for the fucking fun of it. So it's not going to be more than half an hour. I want to run you through how it works. And all I'm asking you
oh,
for here is to
dude,
plug
so
it in
good.
to make sure, like, I want to do show, don't tell. I'm not telling you anything on this call. I want you to plug it in so that you can see the results. I'm going to send you away with this with a free trial. I want to make that very, because that's the truth. You can sell on that so hard. Like, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
onboard
that's
you to a free
really good.
trial. And then on that call,
And
you're
if they're
like,
not,
yes, regardless, I'm not telling you anything now, but can we agree once the free trial, like, my goal is to earn your business. In B2B, I would just like break that fourth wall. My goal is obviously to earn your business here, but I want to do it based on show, don't tell, on results only. That's why we're doing free trial up front, right? You can see cards on the table. I am giving that. I don't want any money from you. Even if it works at the end of the 7 days, it still doesn't mean you owe me anything. But I want to agree,
yeah,
like, we need to, something needs to come out of your business in those 7 days. You need to gain insight and leverage. You agree? Yes. Okay. And then you set up that frame of like, either we rank you number one and X, Y, or Z, like number of calls, visitors goes up, or none of that goes up, and that like just concretes for us the fact, like cements the fact that the website is the bottleneck. Is that reasonable to
yeah.
say? Yes. Okay. So at the end of the 7 days, we'll just have a really good idea on like what the actual bottleneck of your business is, and then we can go about fixing it. Fair enough. Cool. Get you onboarded. And then I just really want like the only thing you'll really have to implement on that first call is some way of tracking. Like you've got your own map, that's fine, but you need to have, even if it's like a really janky version through fucking GoDaddy, if that's where the domain is, like you just need to have a way of tracking visitors or like number of appointments booked. Like say, hey,
Well, I
in
can
your in
see,
your
they'll
CRM,
see
please let me
on their
know like
business profile.
yeah,
They'll see on their business profile their drives, like their direction requests will go up.
yeah,
Whether that returns phone calls, it still shows some type of activity. I'll be like, hey, pull up
that's
your
all
Google
we
business
need.
profile. I mean, look at your directions went up. That's just a test. And as you can see, phone calls didn't move, but we can obviously now verify like phone calls didn't move because you're missing the fundamentals of one, your website sucks. Two, your business profile sucks. Do you we fixed this up for you, restarted this thing, you would make a difference? Like sell them on that idea you're basically saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And then if let's say my setter calls someone, let's book a demo in for tomorrow. I want to, like you said, I want to earn your business. I think that's really good, and I'll have to train them. And if it's someone like, hey, I don't want to do it, it's probably just not the right ICP, right? It's just
Yeah,
probably not going to
I
be
wouldn't break my neck
serious.
over it. I would do based on outbound. I would really just do like a one time offer, like, cool man, I want to let you go here, so I'm only gonna ask once because again, like my goal is to earn your business, but I literally have been in your position. You don't have to put like too much on it. Like what's the word? Decorate the tree, whatever the fucking analogy
Yeah.
is. Like, but just say like I've been in your position, so I'm not asking for anything up front except for the chance to like actually show don't tell, give you results, and then you can decide to work with me afterwards. If that's not worth a 30-minute call, that's fine. I get it. I'll hang up in like three
Yeah.
seconds from now. I mean, but I'm like, I also just want to make sure I'm actually transparent with you. Otherwise, I'd be doing you a disservice if I just let you go. That's a line there. I'd be
Yeah.
doing you a
Okay.
disservice if I
That's
just
really
let you
good.
walk. And then if they
That's
still
really
say no,
good.
you'd be like, okay, sweet, nip, on to the next.
Yeah. And then so now for like the offer itself. So like obviously that solves actually a huge thing. But now for the offer itself, because right now Evan has me, we were talking, he wanted me to use we use ChatGPT to guarantee to book you $100,000 in booked revenue or you don't pay. Now that's good and all, but I'm lying. I'm not using ChatGPT, right? It doesn't even make sense, right?
Yeah.
I really want an offer that makes sense to what I'm actually delivering to like so these guys are like, oh yeah, like dude, that makes sense. It works. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are tired of hearing SEO agency. They're tired of hearing that SEO stuff. I need a way to differentiate myself and make the offer sound juicy, but actually align with what I'm actually giving them, right? Instead of I can't lie to them. I would rather have something that makes sense. Whether that's like I came up with something the other day like dominate your local market or something, some type of word that would like basically give them the vision of what we're doing for them and how it's going to generate them more jobs. Because my services work. They work great. So it's
The only thing you
difficult.
need to ask yourself here, it's not actually like the only thing you need to ask yourself here is what are you optimizing for? Which is like, if you want more clients and you know your service works, then lie to them on the front end to get them in.
Lie
Like,
to them on the front again, man.
I wouldn't give a fuck. And then I'd
Well, I
break the
don't
fourth
care,
wall.
but
Like, we have that guarantee, right, for peptide clients. And it's like, hey, we get
uh,
X amount or you don't pay. And they come in and they're like, oh, well, I heard about this guarantee. I'm like, let me guess, everyone else offering you a guarantee as well. And it's like, it kind of sounds too good to be true. They're like, yeah, but I was hoping. I was like, yeah, exactly. Can I tell you exactly based on our results how much you'd have to spend to guarantee that amount of revenue and ad spend? About 25K a month. And it's just like
yeah,
immediate mental of like, so shoot me. Then let me just like kind of give you the inside scoop. We're a marketing agency. Our job is to get leads. And then also my job now personally is just to be honest with you and break it down and like help you best I can. That did its job. We're now having this conversation. And I'm now doing my job and telling you that, yeah, of course that can't work. But the reality is like every other agency is saying that and then trying to carry on with the lie. So let me stop it here.
yeah,
That can't work. And so, like, if I need to lie to them to eventually tell them the truth on the call to close them, it's like
yeah,
fuck. If I tell them the truth on the ad and no one books, then who the fuck is the truth serving?
yeah. No one.
There's a
So
point
I
where you
mean,
have to be pragmatic and just be like,
that being said, what could I do to make it even sound better though? Like I don't know, using ChatGPT to guarantee 100K booked revenue, like it's good, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? I would rather like if I'm gonna lie, I might as well just be like, oh, we're gonna get you ranked to number one in your entire county or something. Something that sounds absolutely
yeah, but
juicy
now
for the
you're lying
contract
about
too.
a deliverable, which is different.
True. Yeah,
Mechanism
very
is
true.
mechanism is really easy to lie about because you can then say like, hey, everyone else is saying the same thing, but let me tell you the inside scoop, like from behind the curtain. This is actually
Yeah,
how it's working. When that agency says they're going to guarantee through ChatGPT, you know what they're not doing? ChatGPT. I know because we can't do X, Y, and Z, and that's what they're
yeah,
not telling you. So let me tell you the truth, right? I did exactly what I'm going to do
yeah.
for you, which is get someone on the calendar. But now I'm also going to tell you how it actually works instead of doing you a disservice and like pretending I know what's going on like every other agency out there. It's very easy to like break the fourth wall in a mechanism because it's just a
So
USP.
what do you think my mechanism should be, or like the offer mechanism for my services?
For contractors, caveat preface, last time I worked with them was a while ago, like 3 4 months,
Yeah.
which is long enough to like get out of touch. The
Hmm.
balance that I see, as much as I hate that word, is like contractors have awareness and very little skill set. It's like for
Hmm.
a lot of them, even Google Ads is a big thing because they don't run any
Yeah.
fucking ads. Like they can't even
Yeah.
pick up their phone. Like
Yeah.
their ability to deliver their product is insane. Like I've seen some of the best
Yeah.
craftsmanship in the world from some contractors. We're talking like brick and mortar, but they don't run. They can't
Yeah.
even pick up their phone if they get a call
A
from a
lead.
referral.
Yep.
It's
Trust me, I
wild.
know. It's
Yeah,
insane. It's stupid.
it's
I get
dumb.
them leads and they can't answer. It's
It's
like,
dumb.
oh.
So it's like what I'm trying to be look at here is where is the interface between something that they see as valuable, but also something they see real enough to be able to implement.
Hmm.
Because the AI side of it, based on the few conversations I've had, has an element of feeling like, oh shit, like there's a part of them, and let's talk about like the really dicky leads that are, oh yeah, I do like completely delusional. Can I do AI? Like I'm a contracting business. Does AI even make sense? There's like there's a piece of that somewhere in there, and I want to bring, hey, market strength, but pull it to interface with an actual business, which is all they see their business as. Like I know the one thing I do know about contracts, they're like I am like you guy, you kids, like that's not a business. I do work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
blue collar is the only business, and bringing enough interface to that.
Yeah.
That would be my
So,
challenge with this.
okay. So you do see like potential in that ChatGPT offer then?
Yeah, but it would to frame it the long way. Well, I'm still trying to piece it together in my head. It would be something along the lines of like, um, whatever. Like I almost thought like converting AI hype into, and hype is not the right word, into um like brick and mortar money, or like I want the front end to be, hey, this is the value of AI. There's a lot of foot traffic, a lot of people use it, like it's this big thing. But I want the conversion mechanism to be like to anchor back to the business, like actual jobs turn into not just a quotation exercise, but an actual like payday, or you know something along
Hmm.
those lines. Because for contractors, like the word revenue is not enough.
Yeah, no. It's not. I've learned that with that offer specifically. Like they're not buying it.
Yeah, because for
Hmm.
them, like there's you go out to quote, and then you get called out to site, and then like all that matters is the job actually being done and paid for.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Hmm.
Dude, you yawning already while we're breaking this down? What the fuck?
Um, my brain is done.
That's it. We're calling the session for the day.
That's it. Let's go to bed.
I'm only just getting started, man. I've got my hood up. Let's.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we can come back to that. We'll sit on that. What do you think? Biggest thing. I need help with pricing. I know this is gonna be difficult for you because now you don't know like actually what I'm providing, but I need help with because I don't know how much money contractors have. I don't know what's a good price point for them to continuously pay monthly,
Okay, but that is all irrelevant because that's the
I
same for
guess.
us. Like, I don't know how much money peptide companies have. Some of them are loaded, some of them are not. Some of them will tell me they only want to spend zero up front. Some of them are happy to spend 50. Like, that's more an
Yeah, true, true.
that's like more an independent lead thing than an ICP bucket, uh, and who you're targeting. So my question here would be more like, how can you have an aligned investment structure? And I'll give you a couple of examples. Like, well, I actually gave you the example of Service Local. That business does like
Hmm.
immediate build out on websites, AI inbound receptionist kind of thing. That is $300 a month, but they get
Yeah.
zero support. Basically, they're paying
Yeah,
for
they just did
speed,
it and they're done.
and
Yeah.
that's it. And there's no evolution whatsoever. And then I look a layer deeper, which can also be seen as a way of compensation, even though in this case, it's the context of a sales team, it's still someone opting into a compensation structure in order to be involved. They're getting paid 100% of commission up front and then 10% recurring afterwards. So, like, there's a way that you can, in the same way you do with a free trial, step them up. Of like, hey, month to month is going to be X amount of money. It's 5K a month. But month 1 and 2, and this is where like you really have to crunch numbers of your business model. Month 1 is going to be 2K and month 2 is going to be 3.5. I'm literally stepping it up immediately. So like the only way I earn your business at that level is if I do good. Now, obviously the risk with that is like people churn at the high month and then you're not liquidating that revenue.
Yeah.
Or you step it in reverse, right? Which is what we do. We have an upfront 15K for 2 months, and then it's like 5K a month or pure rev share. Like it's less to carry on monthly. They're like de-incentivizing the churn.
Yeah, so that's what I have right now. I have $5,200 up front, and then I'm torn between $2,000 a month or 1,500 bucks a month.
If it's that little between them, charge 2 grand.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's only a 30%, and that is all can all be overcome with sales. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not a huge bottleneck.
I just see
And
like a
I
lot
think
of
if you
people
set up this 2 call close, then you've already anchored more value by the time you like you've purposefully set up an audit
two
step
calls.
where
Yeah.
they can see what went wrong. Because now it's not just sales call of like, hey, what's going wrong in your business? You've actually had, hey, do you agree that these kind of things could go wrong? Yes, could go right, and then you've got proof for it. There's
True.
like so much less rationalization on a sales point of view.
Yeah, that's really good. Well,
But on the
I'm
second
gonna
call,
keep
you do have to like pull their pants down. Like you have
yeah,
to
like have some authority. Have a lot of
you
authority.
have to be rough with them. Like if when I do a breakdown for a client on the sales consultancy side, and I got this from one of my mentors, but like you do an audit of their business. I want every single number in the first call, every single one, speed to lead, per rep, everything. I'm going to also send you all my call reviews. In this case, that is like the intermediary review step of the result of you ranking them. On that second call that we set up after the first one immediately, I go through those call reviews, or in this case, those numbers. You went to one number one, but your website, like you didn't get any more jobs, but your website did X, Y, and Z. And I just like this hero, like this one thing that he said, sales sin. Like he lost the close right there. And I just be really rough with it. Like, look, your traffic doubled and you got no more jobs. You know how bad of a website this is? Because you've given them value and like you're not going to do it necessarily in that tonality, but you can be really rough and ready with the numbers. I mean, like, look, the reality is
Yeah,
this is
just like
shit.
what are you doing? Like you see it yourself, but yeah, you're still sitting here not wanting to make a decision today.
Yeah.
Are you a good business? Like I could just frame it on them completely. And
Yeah,
then that's
because
where
not a
I
lot of
think
them
that's
have been
good.
slapped around enough. So I
Yeah,
would, and this is
exactly.
where I'd say like you need to be in both calls to really understand the dynamic between them,
Yeah, no, I
so you
will. I
can
will.
build a better infrastructure for each. Because I would imagine before being in the process that the first call is going to be much more focused on like setting expectations and then like giving them a bit of identity frame to their ego based on your context of the business. Like you've built it to X scale, what do you think could be if the website blah 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 blah. But then on the second call, now that you've got a bit of that mutual respect and you've delivered something in that free trial full fucking free, you've kind of earned the right to be like, dude, obviously we'd spoken a lot based on the numbers, we've done everything now this week. Are you cool with me if I'm just like I break this all down transparently?
Yeah, just give you the
Even
real. You don't mind
and
if
then
I give
I
you the
yeah,
honest
and then I would
truth.
like put my own fuck yes or fuck off frame right there. Like, because at the end, either way, you can tell me fuck yes or fuck off, but I want to make sure like we don't beat around the bush here. We just break down exactly the numbers of what happened, so you have a good trajectory of your business by the next 25 minutes. Cool, cool. And then
Dude,
like
that's really good.
pull their pants down and be like, dude, this is
Yeah.
fucking sucks. This we did was great, but it involved this bottleneck, which is fucking crushing your business. Like,
And I could even frame it as like I could lie too and be like, yo, I mean, we have great free trials all week. I do this with everyone. Your free trial sucked. And like if it does suck, I'll be like, dude, it sucked. This
yeah,
is terrible. You want to know why? Because you don't have this XXXX. I mean, you're a high level business owner as well as I am. Like, what are you doing? And they're kind of like, fuck. I think it's gonna really bring pain onto them. Fuck, dude, this is good. I think this is gonna work way better than what I'm doing so far.
fuck
Instead of
yeah.
just booking a call, hopping on a fucking trial call with them, and they're like, why the fuck am I here? This is really good. This is also going to filter out a bunch of bullshit trash leads too. And it's going to build
Correct.
such
Yeah.
good rapport for me to actually sell great people that I need to work with. This is fucking goated. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's still going to be a bit of a bottleneck on the second call and like show up rate
Yeah.
because what we want to do there is like, and this is why I'm trying to think of an incentive. Because if they're at the stage where they don't see a big, anyone who sees an uptick in that free trial, even if it's by one call, is going to attend the second call. But if they
Oh
don't see
yeah.
an uptick, there might be a couple of people like, oh, it doesn't work anyway. I don't want to go to the second call. So we need to
True.
have some level of incentive there that even after the free trial, it's broken
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Agreed. Hmm.
That's my question to myself right now.
Yeah, it's really good. Wouldn't it just be like so like if they don't see like obviously an increase in anything, like wouldn't that just basically be like a frame it on that demo call? Like just a heads up, be honest with you. If you don't see anything, and then we blame it on like the website, like I said, or
Yeah.
because then they'll know going in that trial, like if they message me and say, hey, I got nothing, I can frame it back and be like, remember what I said?
Yeah.
Let's show up to this call
Is
and I'll
there
run you
something
through it.
you can give them though on the second call?
In terms of
Anything.
like give them,
Like, hey, based on this, so obviously we're going to run the free trial, blah, 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 blah. Based on the outcome, you think it's reasonable that if you rank number one, but you didn't get more jobs, it's a website problem, blah, 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 blah. On the second call, this is not like, obviously my goal, again, obviously my goal is to earn your business, but if you're like, if you're like, nah, fuck you, Caden, that's fine. On that second call, depending on what happens this week, I'm going to give you one of two things. If it ranks to number one and like it increases jobs, I'm going to give you a brief playbook of how to stay there. And it can't even be like a one-page fucking document, just so you can follow through on your
I
promise.
have
But in
something like
terms of the
that too.
framing, and then if it doesn't do anything, then I'm going to break down, like just do a full basically audit of your website and break down how you can fix it.
Yeah, oh, I could, bro. I have like a fucking full audit thing that my software does too, where it literally gives them a fucking score on their entire online presence. I don't know
There
if
we go. So you can do
if
that on the
that's
second call.
something.
The point is like I just want to, even if I'm not saying like, hey, it's a report. There we go, right? Like
Yes,
I don't even
local
have to
SEO
say,
audit.
hey, it's a report, but I'm basically gonna say like, hey, because I want them to show up to the second call regardless of what they think,
We're giving them value no matter what.
right? Yeah, I'm saying like obviously the trial, whatever happens there, I want to make sure that whether my goal is to earn your business or not, in those 7 days, even if you say instead of fuck yes, you say fuck off, Caden, I can give you this. And that's going to
Yeah, I think that's
depend
really
on what
good.
happens in the trial. You feel is that reasonable to like call that? Maybe it's just my ego. Is that reasonable? Cadence call that like a win-win. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in next week. Sweet.
Yeah, that's really good. I think a lot of people would say that. It frames it so differently. It frames it as like value in their head, and I just think, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's really fucking good. Like I'm gonna give them something for their business no matter what.
yeah,
Whether that is the free trial, whether that's an audit on their site. So when they show up to the second call, they know they're getting something. They know they're gonna get a breakdown of what they need to fix and how they can get. And they can even
yeah,
be like, dude, do you want 25 jobs a month? You
yeah.
fix this, you're gonna have 50 jobs a month.
And you have such powerful reframing in that as well. Because if I got any like pushback on that, I would rip them to pieces and just be like, dude, I could give you an audit on your website now. We agree with like this proprietary software. I know you don't know about, but like a lot of the value I'm giving is this proprietary tech, right? So I could give it to you now. You're a business owner. Would you spend a week just like quoting people not to work with them? Like, help me understand this. Why would I spend a week giving you a free trial and doing all this ranking if my goal wasn't to like show, don't tell, and own your business anyway? If for whatever reason
Yeah.
anyone's skeptical about like, why would you be doing this all up front for free? It's too good to be true. Like, yeah, well, fuck. Would you prefer it to be like worse to be true? I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
they do the
Do you prefer
Hormozy
me to
thing of
just
like,
scam me right now?
yeah, it's like, I mean, would you like it to be a not free trial? Do you have your credit card on you? No, that's
Dude,
what I
that's
thought.
so good.
Like,
Would you
the
prefer me to
fuck?
just charge you right now and we don't have to do the free trial? We can do it a $500 a month
We could do a
trial. I
paid
mean,
trial.
I'd be happy with that. I don't think you would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Damn, this is fucking really good, dude. This is great. Wow. This is really good. Really fucking good. Now I have the idea of how to actually grow the business. And then this is just a dumb question on my end. I need to track numbers. Do you have any good way for me to track my analytics data? Because I'm really bad at this right now.
You're gonna hate me. You need to build something custom.
That's fine. That's fine. Like using Fable
Give,
5.
yeah, give a bunch of your money to Claude. Because here's the thing with data, right? And this is I actually didn't have a way to put this into good enough words until I watched an excerpt from Jeff Bezos. He's the one. I was going to say Zuckerberg for a
Yeah.
second. Is that data, it can still be skewed
Yeah.
if you're not measuring around the wrong things, or it can still even misinterpret. And his example is like, hey, based on their, and I see it in Semblue, our dashboard. Give a better example. Our speed to lead is X. My setter says
Hmm.
it's faster. What is Semblue not
Yeah.
accounting for? Her own fucking FaceTime dials. Because if she gets something on her phone, she's going to click the number and call instead of do it through the app. And the problem there is not that the data tracking is wrong, is that the data tracking requires so much input. She has to go into Semblue, she has to do all these extra steps. So when I say build something
Hmm.
custom, it's more around how the data is obtained. My pipeline lives in Notion, not GHL, because Notion I can use on my phone, and the GHL app on iPhone is fucking retarded. It's slow, it doesn't
Yeah.
work, I can't customize it, I hate it. Notion, I love. Everything lives there. It's a widget on my home screen. So I have things that pull from Notion through Zap to GHL. So I can work in Notion and then GHL can track the data. So like the actual tracking, the actual representation of the data is the easy part. Tracking the data and pulling it from somewhere is the part that it needs to be custom, because you need to figure out what
Okay.
systems you're actually going to use that is not going to like force you to like take extra bandwidth to actually put these numbers in, so that it you get as close to possible as the data tracking itself. What is the one thing,
Okay.
like I have to open Notion every day because my notes are there. My calendar is Notion calendar. So if I use Notion to track my data, I cannot like even get on a sales call without Notion knowing anyway. So it's much
Yeah.
easier to do that than to force me to do a manual input on Google Sheets.
Yeah, it's very true. Shit, do you have anything? Because I use Notion myself as like habit tracking. Do you have anything you
Yeah.
could? I guess you couldn't really give me anything on it. I just need to build it out. Does Claude go into Notion though?
It doesn't, but Notion has its own AI, which is very fucking good. And if
All right.
and the best way to make those clunky AIs better across the board, if you use Lovable or anything else, you tell Claude, "Hey, I'm using Notion AI. I want you to
Yeah, help
prompt
me
the
prompt it.
living shit out of it, and use Claude to make one master prompt that you put into Notion."
Okay. Yeah. Bet, bro. This is fucking great. I feel like a rush of relief, honestly. I feel like I've been overcomplicating this entire process and I just need to dumb it the fuck down and just do the reps now.
Yeah.
Um, bet. This is dope. This is dope, dope. I know I mentioned this the other day too, that partnership shit. I don't know. Obviously you advised to not do it. Same with
Yeah.
Evan. Evan was fucking like had a gun to my head and was like, I swear to God, if you do this, I'm like not fucking working with you.
Yeah, this ain't Russian
Um,
roulette.
yeah. Dude, I don't know what to tell this guy. He's like, he messaged me
Tell him
yesterday.
no. The fuck?
You want to know my fear? I'm fearing that I'm gonna say no to him and then he's gonna start something and outbeat me
Is that not a good thing?
if he does better than me.
Would you
Fucking
rather
hell,
be the best in absence of competition?
I guess. Fuck, I
Fucking
just don't know.
encourage him, bro. No. Try beat me. I was gonna put a fire under your ass. That's my view on
Yeah,
it.
it's facts. Now I gotta fucking work harder.
Yeah.
And I got, bro, I shouldn't be tripping. I got Josh as a mentor, bro. I'm only going up, dude.
No, because it's a good point you bring up because I thought about it because I needed another closer on this team, and a small part of me was like, I bring someone on. I have all of this framing as the co-founder.
Yeah.
What if they close higher percentage than me? And I was like, you know what? If they close higher percentage than me, you know what immediately I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking upskill to make sure that no one can do that. And now, instead of
Yeah,
being
so
the
you become
best
a
of a
whole new
one
level.
man team, I'm the best of an actual team. And all it's gonna do is
Yeah,
build
it's
my
very
conviction
true.
and my skill set. Like the net result is win win win. There may be a brief
Yeah.
period where like I have to swallow my pride and realize that I'm not hot shit. But
Yeah.
net result, I'll just become hot shit instead of thinking I was hot shit when I wasn't. So
Very true. Very true.
not the end of the world.
Well, shit, I think that's fucking great. That's fucking great. Also, I'm taking your advice from a call a while ago where I'm gonna now have my setter do FaceTime audio if they don't answer,
Yeah.
and he's gonna leave them a voice note, and if they and then text them,
Yo, wait.
and I'm gonna have him do fucking 100 reps of that from his personal phone.
Dude, my like let's say doggest setter, that's not a word. Uh my best setter that I unfortunately fortunately for him had to promote to a closer because his work ethic did 500 dials a day without a power dialer. I probably told you this before.
That's rough.
Wild.
Did he do, is this just cold too? Did he do like warm? Like,
Cold, bro.
uh, this is something I should bring up actually. So right now I'm doing cold or doing cold SMS. They
Mm-hmm.
reply, then he basically calls them right now.
Okay.
Is that fine? How should I go about this?
What's wrong with that?
How is he gonna leave voice notes though? Because I'm sending cold SMS, basically like a big ass blast,
Hmm.
getting people to respond. And then does he call him with a different number, which would be his personal?
Yeah, why not? Hey, I had
I
a couple
guess.
minutes here instead of like going into the company system and putting you through the bullshit. I just called you from my personal line. You have 30 seconds. You responded about XYZ. You're
So
overcomplicating that,
good.
bro.
I know.
Just pick
I
up the phone.
overcomplicate everything.
Just pick up the damn phone.
Ugh.
And it's one of the most like under. I think it was overrated. Now it's underrated again. I don't actually work too much in cold, but the line of just immediate framing, what they're gonna ask, how long is this gonna take? Hey, I have 12 minutes. I have to jump on a call, but I wanted to get to you like in the few 12 minutes I had, whatever it
Dude,
is.
this is gonna be fucking great because people are gonna respond. We're gonna pitch them with a free demo call to get them set up. Then I'm gonna hop on, basically build a relationship, build a rapport, and then in 7 days I'm gonna have some type of value for them to show up to. And I'm already gonna have that relationship from that first call, so they're not gonna want to fucking ghost me like half these guys do right now, because they're gonna
Yeah,
literally meet with me. And if they do ghost me, they're just shitty, and they're probably someone you don't want to work with. And even then, you can just follow up with them a fuck ton. Um, this is good. This is fucking great. I think this is gonna be a
this is
game changer for
productive. I
sure.
like it.
This is very good. And then yeah, now I need to just build out. For me, now I need to build out how this is just implement it. And then I need to put a tracker, like just I need to build a just like overall tracker for my setter, how many sets, how many demos, how many sales calls, no shows, blah blah blah. So I can see it with my eyes just front end every morning.
Yeah,
And then active clients as well. And then I want to build something too where I can see my active clients, how many form submissions and calls I'm getting active clients on a sheet. So when I hop on a monthly customer success call, I can be like, yo, I brought you fucking 15 calls. How many closes did you get? And if they're like one, I'll just be like, well, I brought you 15 leads. So they can't blame it on me, you know?
yeah. Then the secondary effect of that though is like even if they can't blame it on you, they could still churn even if it's not your fault because they can't do anything with the results you're getting them. So make
I
sure that
could
you have
upsell them on
some,
a sales
yeah,
offer.
some contingency to actually solve whatever the secondary bottleneck is.
Yep. I could literally be like, yo, like you got one close out of 15. That's not good. I'm going to continue to bring me leads and I need you to close. here's this offer,
Yeah.
some type of another thing. Yeah.
That's the ladder, man. That's exactly what we
Damn, I'm
do.
learning business.
That's exactly what we do too. Is like, and that's the reason why I sit on the sales side and my co-founder sits on the marketing side, because the like a bunch of sales reps with an empty calendar is fucking useless, and so is a full calendar with sales reps who can't close this shit for shit. Like,
Yeah. And then there's obviously clients that don't perform well.
mm,
Just like there's great clients that will perform well with anything though. It's like your marketing, I'm sure you have clients that do great and there's some clients that do shit. Any advice to the clients that are doing shit and what I can do?
CS solves everything. That's my only advice.
Customer success manager.
Eh, or even you, dude. Like every bad experience I've ever had in product, food, restaurant, ordering, clothes, shoes, pick something. It is like my entire outlook on that experience has been determined by how the customer service handled it. Even worse, a product can be good and shitty customer service can piss me off. So our whole approach when anything shits the bed is, hey, we're already seeing it shit the bed. I know you are too.
Yeah.
This is why, this is what we are already doing.
Wow, dude, this is fucking great. And then from there, I can even upsell them on something
Yeah, you
else.
they just have to feel like you're in the boat with them.
Yeah. This is fucking great. I don't think I've gotten this much value in
For
so
that,
long.
dude, watch Rory Sutherland. I mean, you know, like this oversized. He doesn't even have a fucking YouTube channel, but he speaks a lot. He's a huge Brit, and he just has some interesting takes on marketing. They're not necessarily going to be concepts that you can like cut paste and lift straight into the business, but it gets you
Uh-huh.
to force a different lens on this kind of thing. Like one of the things he talks about, for example, is Uber or trains. That like there is one way to solve the problem of people not liking to wait, which is to get more trains. And the other way is to just tell them exactly how long it is until the next train or until Uber. Because it's actually not
Yeah.
how long they have to wait, it's knowing so they can go and do something else and have another drink while the Uber's 15 minutes away. And the same thing here, like one of the best customer service experience I've ever had was I it wasn't Chris Louboutin, it was like some other like luxury footwear brand, whatever. Ordered their stuff and it was
Yeah.
for an event. They came like it said to me, "Hey, it delivery in 4 weeks." I was like, "Fuck! It needs to be there before that." And instead of them saying, "Hey, numbnuts, you didn't read on the page that everything is made to fucking order and it's custom. Of
Yeah.
course, it's not going to be delivered tomorrow." Like, obviously, everything is custom made to order. There are three options here. We can just give you a full refund. We can bank store credit, of course, or you can keep the order of exactly what's coming your way anyway, but we have exactly this in stock in your size that can be shipped tomorrow. There are three options. Do you like any of these? Yeah, I like that one. Okay, cool. Shipped. Done deal. Like it was my fucking fault, but they were on top of it enough to be like, cool. How can we fix it anyway?
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do.
Yeah, it's facts.
And that's where it
This is
becomes like
fucking
all
great.
relationship esque and like feminine of like the whole effort thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't care what you actually do. I just want you to put in effort. That is actually what they need.
Yep.
This is the real
Just
deal.
so they know that you're doing something for them. That's all they care
Yeah,
about.
like the results can shit the bed. What they don't want to feel like is the results shit the bed and you don't care, or worse, you did it on purpose and you're not trying to
Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we fucked up. These are the results. This is what we're doing to fix it. Appreciate your patience in advance.
Yeah, we'll get this figured out.
We'll get it
That's
figured
basically
out.
what I've been kind of doing for this one
Yeah,
dude. I just be like, yep, I'm continuing to work on it every day. You continue to go get more reviews. I'm just gonna continue working the back end. This is gonna be solved in no time. I've said
yeah,
that now for like fucking a month.
yeah. And if it keeps going on, man, I'll throw him some like I'll extend the partnership by a week or a month or give him something like
Yeah, something. Yeah, definitely. Well, shit, bro. This is fucking great. Guess what? I just pulled up my YouTube video real quick. Guess what video Jeremy Haynes just dropped? Cold traffic offers 101.
Dude, and Cole Gordon dropped a 3 hour video this morning about cold outreach.
No way. Fucking link that to me. I'm gonna fucking go on a study session right now, dude. Holy shit.
Let me find it. Uh,
Oh, it's time to lock in.
there we go. Copy link.
No way.
There we go.
Shut the hell up. Oh, this is gonna be fucking gold. Yeah, 11 hours ago. What are the fucking chances, dude? Well, shit, I'll t have to tell you what I come up with or on the front end offer. Because I know what to do. Now I know the process. Now I need to
Yep.
make this process sound like a fucking juicy chocolate bar that they need to bite on.
What chocolate bars are you eating that are fucking juicy, bro?
Fucking
Don't say the
decadent
word
bar.
moist,
The
because that
fucking moist worm.
because that's worse.
Oh God. No, it's just a juicy fucking, I don't even know, ripe watermelon. Oh fuck.
I could kill for a watermelon right now. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Some watermelon, dude.
I wish watermelon had more calories. I mean, just like real there. That would be incredible.
You want to have more calories?
Yeah. I gotta
Why?
do all that work, and I still gotta like put
Oh
no
yeah, like
macros in my
fucking.
system,
If I had
bro.
like protein, oh my God, I would fucking eat a watermelon a day.
Dude, I need like I need like avocado level calories in a watermelon. That shit would
Yeah, bro, avocado
hell
calories
yeah.
are fucking crazy, dude.
They're
Get like half of one, 300 calories. I'm
wild.
like,
I
fuck.
know.